It's back. The MadRyan Silver Jubilee is back in my possession, and this time I'm not borrowing it. I own it. I got tipped off to it being up for sale on the Guitar Amp Board forum. I just happened to casually mention in a post how I kind of regret letting it get away the first time. Really like the way it sounded. Absolutely love the Kemper profile that I built for it. I use it all the time. It's probably my most favorite profile that I have, and I figure if I'm using that so much, then why not just get the real thing? And I was looking at Sierra Tone's website, looking at, just getting a new one built for me. But for this one already being, I already knew what this one sounded like. I knew I loved it. Honestly, it was a lot cheaper than buying a new one, so it kind of worked out for me. But anyways, I've got another video in my channel that you can go and check out that has a little bit more in-depth look at this. This is just set up in my garage, just kind of beating on it. Give you a rundown. This is how I have all the controls set for what you just heard. Everything's just cranked up. I don't have the master output that high. I mean, it can go a lot higher, obviously, but since I'm using the power station, I don't really need to, crank the hell out of this thing. And the gain's kind of generous on the gain, but yeah, that's how this thing is set up. All right, and here's the pedal board. Here's what's going on with that. I've got the hardwire reverb pedal going with a little hall reverb, and that's the rest of the settings there. Didn't have the decimator on in that video. I just turned it on now because otherwise the amp would be kind of making some noise. Anyways, I'm also using the Bogner Wessex overdrive pedal. I think this thing is really good. Was kind of skeptical going into it just because of there's a bunch of hype over this thing, so I figured how good could it be, but it's very good. I really like it. It's up there in quality of sound, up there with my Clone and the Eden, but just obviously has a little bit different of a voicing. It's a little bit more transparent than those two pedals are, so if you're looking for something that doesn't really shift your low end or mid range or top end around very much, then this is a really good pedal to try out. Obviously with your treble and bass controls you can fine tune it, but the enhanced and normal, I think that's what that stands for, will kind of beef up the bottom end a little bit and add a little bit more gain. But because I'm really not hitting the amp that hard in terms of just pure distortion from this thing, I keep it on the normal setting. I think it sounds a little bit better that way, but with the level just maxed out there. So yeah, that's kind of this thing in a nutshell again. And I'll show you what's going on behind the thing. It's got these are both the Ruby EL34 BSTRs, and let's see, I've got Ruby HG Plus, HG Plus and V1. I can't remember what that one is. I'll put an annotation on there. So if you have your annotations turned off, turn it on real quick and I'll tell you what that one is. It's a new old stock tube. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head though. And this is just a typical JJ's. It's one of the JJ's 12AX7s that is particularly strong. I kind of have a pile of the things, and the more powerful ones I like to stick in the phase inverter slot. So anyways, yeah, just real simple. Got your basic effects loop, output jack, bias points, which I really like that. That's really handy if you're putting new tubes in there. 50 watts, 25 watts, and you got your bias adjuster putt. And yeah, that's it. Nothing fancy. Just a smoking hot rock and roll machine. But yeah, I'm gonna do more videos with this. I'm gonna take it into my studio and hook it up to this blonde cabinet and get some proper mic'd up stuff with this thing, and really looking forward to taking it on stage. I think this thing's gonna just melt some faces on the stage. Anyways, stay tuned for more, guys. Take care.